One of the biggest mistakes people make with the credit repair is thinking that removing the negative items is enough. Guess what? It is not. I've seen people spend months getting collections removed, getting the late payments deleted, and cleaning their profile, and then they wonder why their score barely moved. The reason is pretty simple. You removed what is hurting you, but you never built anything to replace it with. Think about it like this. Let's say I completely destroy an old house. That doesn't automatically mean a new house is going to appear. Now, you just have an empty lot, right? That is exactly what happens with credit. You can clean up the negatives, but if there is no positive history underneath, the bureaus don't have much to reward. At the same time, I see people doing the opposite. They're opening new accounts, trying credit builders, trying secure cards, but they still have some collections, some charge-offs, late payments all over their report. So they're building on top of a weak foundation. And the real move is doing both at the same time. Cleaning what is broken while building what is missing. And here's how I personally look at it. Phase number one will be always cleaning up. The cleanup phase. Get the negatives addressed, remove all of them. Collections, late payments, charge-off, any inaccurate information. And then at the same time, I like freezing the secondary reporting agencies like LexisNexis, SageStream, and ARS. And most people have never even heard of them. But lenders pull data from places beside Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. That is phase number one. Phase two will be building positive history. While the disputes are working, you start adding positive accounts. Credit scoring is one of the options. No HUD inquiry. It is a positive installment history that is going to report in your credit report, which is super good. And then you've got the Navy Federal Pledge Loan. This is one of my favorite tools ever because you're essentially using your own money to create a positive installment account. And you're building history behind it. You're building a relationship with Navy Federal. And you're strengthening your profile at the same time. That is phase two. Now we go to phase three, right? This is where a lot of people mess up, where the utilization. Everybody talks about staying under 30%, but for approvals, I like seeing under 20%. And I don't want to see any individual card over 50% because once lenders start seeing cards max out, guess what? Risks start going up regardless of what your overall utilization looks like. So get those balances down before the statement dates. Let the lower balance report, and that is where you're gonna see a boost in your credit score. That is phase three. Now we jump to phase four. Once the negatives are cleaned up, the positive accounts have been reporting, and the utilization is under control. Now you are in a position to start getting real bank cards. Not as store cards, not as starter card, no. Actual bank relationships. And that is when things start getting interesting. And one more thing, because I get asked this all the time, trend lines. Most paid trend lines are temporary. They show up, your score jumps, and then they disappear. And when they disappear, the benefit usually disappears too. So the only authorized user account I really like is one from a family member who's willing to keep you on the account for the long term. And that is the version that actually lasts, right? The bottom line is this. Don't just clean, don't just build, do both at the same time. Clean what is hurting you while building what is missing. And that is how you put yourself in a position for a 700 plus credit score, stronger approval chances, better rates, and eventually access to real business funding. And look, I'm not some giant credit guru with hundreds of thousands of followers, but honestly, that is probably a good thing, right? Because when you book a call with me, you're actually talking to me. I'm gonna pull your credit report, go through it line by line, show you exactly what is helping you, what is hurting you, and what is your next move should be. And if you're trying to position yourself for funding, we will look at that too, whether that is $20,000, $50,000, or even $100,000. So click the link, book your free credit audit call, and let's see exactly where your profile stands.